So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. So guys, Keith Thurman is starting to um, be disliked by the boxing fans. Some fans are starting to get frustrated. Now, Keith Thurman is saying that his hand injury hindered his performance against Manny Pacquiao. Uh, when fighters come out and start talking about injuries that they had before the fight, that hindered their performance, it doesn't look good. It looks like sour grapes. This is what Keith Thurman had to say. The hand is the only real issue right now. As far as mentally, it was a big mental barrier in the Pacquiao fight. You yourself should be able to point out where's the left hook, Keith. Where we didn't see it, and I felt way too much consequence of letting go punches on my end. How was I going to feel due to what happened to me in sparring leading up to competition? So really, it's just a barrier, a mental barrier. Even I can't throw the punch 100% ever again. I just need to know what can I do? What can I do consistently so I can perform and put pressure on my opponents? Just know what I'm capable of doing so I don't have to hold anything back. I feel 80% right now. I just think as we go along, as I get my next camp, it's just about getting as close to 100% as we can from there. That's all. And then he goes on. So he's basically saying that his hand problem hindered his performance against Manny Pacquiao, right? But from what he's saying there, it doesn't look good. Because from what he's saying there, it's a mental issue about him throwing punches. Now, if he's got a hand problem, is he gonna mentally ever be back to 100%? He says in his next camp he will. But if you against Pacquiao were not throwing the left hook because you were afraid that it's gonna hurt, then what's to say moving forward you're gonna throw the left hook? He's saying it's about getting over the mental barrier. But he should have been over the mental barrier against Manny Pacquiao. That was a fight of your life. That was the biggest fight of your career. And you're saying mentally you weren't right because you felt your hand was hurting and you weren't able to throw the punches. Now listen, these guys go in the ring, they put their on the line, but I just don't like it when fighters start making excuses after the fight. I understand Keith Thurman's obviously trying to get a rematch or a lot of fighters do that when they lose, they make excuses, but it's never a good look. It always hurts your credibility as a fighter to say that you had hand injuries and this, that. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all. I remember when David Haye blamed his toe. He got humiliated by it. When he said it, fans started humiliating him, and today it's like the biggest meme going. Wilder with a costume, just making excuses. Fans don't take that too kindly, especially Thurman, who put up a great fight against Pacquiao. Just say, listen, I got beat by the better man, rather than coming out with all these excuses after the fight. When you were saying before the fight, you weren't saying any of these things. Before the fight, you were confident that you're going to put Pacquiao into retirement. You're going to slaughter him. You were saying all these kinds of brash things. Then you get beat, and then you start saying, well, oh, my hand was hurting, and I wasn't 100%. I was mentally not there. So you can't 1 minute before the fight talk all that nonsense, and then after the fight, when you get beat, make all kinds of excuses. It just doesn't make any. It doesn't add up. So I think Thurman. Listen, he's a good fighter. I do think he's a bit past his best, but at the end of the day, I think Thurman just needs to take the loss and move on, because I don't think Pacquiao's going to give him a rematch. I think that story and chapter's closed. I think Thurman needs to get back to where he was mentally. I said it before. I think Thurman's not the fighter he was. I think Thurman, from a mental standpoint, isn't the same man. Look at the Thurman before, post Garcia, prior to Garcia. Look at the one prior Garcia and post Garcia. It's a different Thurman. Thurman now is a businessman more than the fighter that he was before. Before, Thurman was hungry. He wanted to fight everyone. I don't believe he has that same kind of hunger, that same kind of desire he once had. which is sad because I think he was a very very good addition. But maybe the difficult fights with Garcia, Porter, now Pacquiao, maybe, and Lopez as well. Maybe his body just can't do it anymore. Who knows? I don't know. But leave your thoughts, guys. I don't think he's washed up. I still think he's got enough left to give top guys trouble. But is he gonna win? I'm not sure. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.